What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Over 1,500 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. And yes, we're still dealing with a bit of a quarantine situation. We still got some COVID-19 stuff floating around, but we're getting into the holiday season. So, we're trying to make sure that we got all of our spirits and all of our drinks in alignment. So today I've got a co-founder with me of Highclere Castle Gin. I've got the wonderful Adam. Hey, Adam.
Hey, it's great to be here, Ash. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Appreciate you having me on.
Yes. So, Adam, where in the world are you right now, Adam? What country?
I am actually in my home state of Connecticut and have been since the lockdown occurred. So there's not been much global traveling happening, as you can imagine.
Certainly not. Oh. So what kind of temperature is happening up there in Connecticut?
Today we've got a very blustery, chilly, like 40 degrees, and like some little snow squalls kind of happening. So I feel like I keep imagining that summer's going to keep going, but I think we're done.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a cool front that's come in today. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. And
I love Atlanta. I miss Atlanta.
Yes, Atlanta misses you too. All right, so let's get to the meat and the potatoes. Okay, so how did this gin come to be?
Well, my family's history goes back in New England to distilling to the 1800s. And about 5 years ago, I built a distillery here a little over a decade ago that performed really well, regionally as a regional brand. And I wanted to do something that still kind of had the same commitment to authenticity and genuineness in the creation of the brand. 95% of the spirits that we drink are designed in corporate boardrooms, and they don't really have a story, nor the authenticity or the passion behind the flavor and the quality and the storytelling of the brand.
Right.
So I was looking to do a brand that had such an overwhelming amount of pedigree and style and elegance and truthfulness to it. And I got to know Highclere Castle like many millions of fans around the world through the show and movie Downton Abbey, which is, of course, Highclere is the real Downton Abbey. And a long story short, but I reached out to the castle and eventually formed a friendship with the 8th Earl and Countess of Carnarvon, who live at the castle and manage the estate in the castle. And that friendship turned into a business partnership where my vision was to, kind of liquefy the spirit of Highclere and its hundreds of years of entertaining to the very highest quality that they still do today, hosting, everything from statesmen and royalty to celebrities and poets and all sorts of the world's most fascinating people. And they entertain with such kind of extreme etiquette and beauty and grandeur. And so we wanted to liquefy that. And it was very easy in a way because all we had to do was go out into the botanical gardens behind the castle. And that was where our ingredients lived to begin the development of the gin.
Gotcha. Wow, that is incredible. Now, I would imagine, Adam, that with you building that friendship, that close relationship with the castle, that it was maybe a little bit easier in developing the gin?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. One thing we didn't want to do is sometimes brands are created through licensing deals where people will just license an image or a brand and kind of put it on a bottle or whatever. This was really important that this was authentic.
Gotcha.
And that started with, Lord and Lady Carnarvon being actively involved as partners in the business, which they very much are. But also, of course, the castle is our greatest asset. So the ability to host the occasional cocktail party or, all the beautiful imagery we get on our social media and things like that, it's all done.
Yeah.
And I have offices at the castle and here in the U.S., and so it's very much a real thing. And even down to harvesting the botanicals, like the little oranges in the back, in the Victorian era orangery. The Lord and Lady Carnarvon are so careful about with their gardeners and themselves, making sure that everything is perfect.
Right.
It took 5 years. It took about 4 years to bring the gin to life.
Wow. So what
really
were?
Intense commitment.
Yeah, that's a lot. So my next question would be like, so what were some of the roadblocks that you guys faced, like in the beginning? Like 5 years, there's a lot of stuff that can happen.
Yeah, well, like with any spirit, the most important thing is the flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we did over a year, maybe a year and a half of development on the recipe alone. It took 25 recipe iterations to get it perfect, because we really had set out with a mission to create the smoothest gin in the world. And even down towards the end, recipe 23, 24, it was really, really good, but it wasn't absurdly good yet. And it was actually Lauren Darvin's idea, who had the concept of using the oats that are grown at Highclere's on the estate, typically sold to feed thoroughbred racehorses.
Right.
He thought we should maybe try using them in the gin. And I didn't think that would do much. And once we did it, that was it. And as far as I know, we're the first gin in the world that uses oats. And these are a very special and rare type of oats. And I think that all that commitment to the recipe was how it is today, that we're at 15, international double gold and platinum awards. And I think that by spring, we're going to be the most awarded gin in the world. So it pays off to have that level of intensity and that kind of seeking perfection. That was one roadblock of many. I mean, we had Brexit issues with production last year, as you can imagine. And to be honest with you, we launched 25 U.S. states, plus Switzerland, France, and the United Kingdom. And this was going to be, this year, 2020, it's going to be our first spring, a gin and tonic season. And then, of course, COVID hit. So not great. I mean, I can't say it's been an easy year, but that's the case for everyone, right?
Yeah, I know, right? So what would you say was your moment of confirmation? Like the moment that you're like, you know what? This is something that is going to change everything.
You mean in terms of COVID?
Well, no, in terms of the actual gin. Like, what was the moment for you that you can look back? Like, maybe it was something that someone said, or maybe a particular event happened. Like, was there a particular moment that you just felt like very proud of what you guys had created?
It's a really great question. I mean, I think, when I'm in the market, that's when I'm happiest. When I'm with customers, when I'm with restaurants and bartenders and hotel owners and stuff. And, before the lockdown and all that business. As I was going around the world, I was meeting, very prestigious French sommelier associations who were like, oh my God, this is out of control, how amazing this gin really is. Or we had done a survey like 9 months ago. We were brand, just launching. Yeah. And I had a very prominent spirits and wine marketing director actually led the survey. And a very tough guy, knows the business, does not sugarcoat anything. And he came back and said, Adam, the results of the survey on the flavor alone were out of control. And he said, this is in fact the most famous gin brand in the world that nobody knows about yet, but they'll find out soon enough. So, there have been little moments along the way where we say, wow, people, we've got a whole group of customers who are just drinking Highclere Castle Gin on the rocks. Yeah. Like it's the first gin you can drink that way. Wow. So it's pretty amazing to see that level of following, and that people kind of get the magic and the intensity of the product, and then the story it's associated with, which is really unique.
Yes. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. So, with everything going on with COVID, obviously things have been halted. We've got to just find ways of doing things differently, obviously. Are you guys actually shipping product?
Oh, yeah. We're available in 25 U.S. states, and we're available online in 40 U.S. states in the U.S.
Gotcha,
so they can be purchased from our website. And we've been, even through the shutdown, we've been more committed than ever. Yeah. We are doing whatever we can to support markets. As a matter of fact, Atlanta is one of our best markets in the country. Yeah. And really, really great support there. And so, when the shutdown happened, we had to be innovative. Yeah. So one of the things we started doing was virtual cocktails at the castle. We started having Friday night cocktail parties hosted by Lord and Lady Carnarvon. at the castle.
Yeah.
And at one point, we had 50,000 people tuned in live.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
We're going to do them again in December, so hopefully you'll join us.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I better be on that list, Adam. Come on.
I will make sure of that. That will happen.
Yes, I will absolutely love that. Definitely joining that. Oh, wow. So, Adam, what's the best way for people to find out more about the brand and, of course, get it and to follow you guys on social media?
Yeah, of course, our website is highclerecastlegen.com. Highclere is Highclere, highclerecastlegen.com. And we're the same on Instagram and Facebook, Highclere Castle Gin. We're super active on social.
Yes.
So we're always posting new cocktails or little insights, you know, with life behind the castle doors kind of thing. So it's the best way for people to engage with us.
I love it. Well, Adam, thank you so much for joining us today. We so appreciate you. And I got to get on.
It was great being on.
Yes.
No, a lot of fun. Ash. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And much more success to you guys. I know there's going to be more announcements and stuff. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that Christmas cocktail party, the virtual party. I'll be there. Counting that in.
Excellent. And we'll announce the date on Facebook in the next week or two.
Gotcha. We will definitely keep an eye out for that. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keep it in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.